Let's see if we at least get some door chimes or something to happen. A little bit of juice, we got to crank over. We'll just let this thing sit for a couple of minutes and then we'll go from there. Let's see if that's enough to get it to pop off. I just want to see if it's going to fire up real quick, and then if it fires up, we'll continue to leave the battery charger on it overnight. I'm going to air up the tires, and the plan is we're going to get this thing up to the road so I can come pick it up with my tow truck when I have a day off, get it out to my buddy's house, and decide if we're going to just re-tap the holes in the transmission for the bypass plate to work, or pull it out, put the M47 in either this or my sedan. I'm kind of leaning more towards the sedan just because there's not as much rust. It's just a better platform, but I'm a wagon guy at heart, so we'll just have to find out and see. Let's see if it fires up. Look at that after 2 years of it just sitting. Who knew you just needed to give it a little bit of love? I don't want to run this thing too long. I did end up harvesting a couple of parts off of it. I took the dipstick out of it. It does slowly leak ATF fluid at the bypass plate on the AW70 when it runs. But I got to admit, for 2-year bad gas, and if you look up top and you sound upon it, that ground's not even hooked up to anything. But listen how quiet that is. little bit of top end. But like I said, this thing hasn't ran in 2 years. So what I'm thinking is now that we know it runs, we got to get some air in the tires. All 4 corners, they bled down, especially this front one. I mean, it's still holding. I know the back one. Clean some stuff up. And other than getting a bunch of mouse crap all over me, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see what we got on the dash. We got nothing on the dash, no lights. All right. Let's see. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ooh, it smells like bad gas too. Oh, we're gonna have to get the boat trailer out of the way, move some bikes. Oh, Goldie. Not as good as Ruth, but you do come in clutch. Got the lawnmower. All right, let's just take a quick little gander over here though. Actually, let me point this out first. So, as you can see, we got some rust there. The top of the windshield, the more commonplace, it's pretty nice. Close this. Let some debris sit there over the winter for 2 years. Cancer got in, man. It's not bad. It hasn't popped through. I don't see any pinholes yet. But around the wipers, that's what happens. If you guys are going to store cars outside and be cheap like me, oh, there is a little starting, and park your cars under trees, at least I'm saving the bottom a little bit. I mean, underneath all these leaves, it is cement, which, take it or leave it. But if you're going to be like me, cover up your cars. I mean, the roof stayed as nice as it did because I had a roof rack on it for quite a while, and then I threw a hood over that, kind of make it nice. And I think that's why this top lip stayed so nice, because the hood, excuse me, Roos old hood, overhung about a half a foot. But now that you guys can see that rust, maybe some of the subscribers and the viewers, you guys can help me out on this. Oh, by the way, we had a tree fall overnight. It's hard to see, especially with that blazing sun, but yep, there's a big old tree that fell. Dirty old hippie bus, but I need your guys' help. Oh, here's Mark, which, same thing. Let's see. It's actually still good. It's not bad. There's nothing on all 4 corners. The thing is with this car is when I bought it with the bad transmission and the mouse infested interior, I took the interior out of Ruth and I swapped it over into this. It was actually kind of one of the bigger projects I ever did. And it was great until somebody came in sometime, I'm assuming at night, and opened up the driver's side door and left it open. It was probably open for God knows how long, half a summer before I even noticed. And mice got into it again. So that sucks. So I'm gonna have to do a better job detailing it this time. Pull out the interior again, completely disinfect and sanitize. I was real cheap and I used my old carpet. I saw that on Rock Auto for like $100. I can get new carpet for it. I might go that route this time since everything's going to come out. But this is just a better platform if you ask me. But I'm a wagon guy, so you can tell the motor's sitting funny right now. It's actually almost on the firewall because there is no transmission in this car. And this is the quietest B230F I've ever heard in my life. If I remember correctly, the build date on this thing is 6/93. So I'm just going to go on a limb and say it probably does have a squirter block. Hopefully this thing's actually not locked up, letting it sit for, this has probably been sitting for about 2 years as well. Yeah, she moves. Oh man, and I do have a set of hydras that I think would look really nice. My plan is to jack this thing up since there's no transmission in it right now, and I'm going to take the motor out and I'm going to clean up the engine bay. I thought about maybe doing like some splatter paint or something, you know, maybe something a little fancy, make it look a little nice. And then underneath I'm going to rhino line. You see the kick plates at the bottom. I'm going to take all those off and we can get all the adhesive off, and I'm actually probably going to rhino line the whole undercarriage, 2-3 coats, and then I'm going to come up maybe 10 inches from the rocker panels up, and I think that's really going to help out here in the Midwest. So whoever does end up buying this car is going to get something just really, really freaking nice. This, it's hard to tell because I got a bunch of crap laying around, but I was at least a little smart, and I laid down real thick, I think it was like 14 mil plastic, and then old NSF wall paneling for kitchens. We did a demo job and got like 8 sheets of it, so I thought I'd throw all that on the ground underneath, so at least it holds some of the moisture out. This thing, oh, you can't really see, there's a bunch of junk. Yeah, you can see mouse got in there, tore a bunch of crap up. Oh man, first Volvo I've ever had that had tinted windows. This one came out of a field. Oh, fuck. Just ruined a bunch of VW hubcaps. That's always fun. Actually, got these out of a dumpster not too long ago. I think there's a Volvo one in here too. Oh yeah, some old Volvos. I always thought it'd be cool to maybe turn them into an ashtray or something. But all right, if you guys could choose, would you fix the wagon, make that a utilitarian cedar high top custom build, just ute for road tripping and adventuring, or would you clean up the backyard and make a highly desirable 5-speed manual 1993 classic 240? So you can waste all your money and put it into the dirty hippie bus. You notice that one's covered up because it is a dirty hippie bus. You can't have people coming in and knocking on the door asking about it. But if you sant it, we got some leaners. We got some leaners over my beautiful projects. And I don't want that to happen. Almost took the 42 Shasta Travel King out. But if you guys had to choose, would you fix this, make this your daily driver? Or would you M47 NA, a 93 wagon? To let you guys know, what's probably end up going to happen is I say I'm always going to fix one and I'm going to sell one, but that's never the fucking case, because let's get it, when you got the red block bug, you're hooked. And I picked up beautiful Goldie from D-Bones about coming up on almost 2 years. And when I got it, it needed just small things. It needed an expansion tank, ended up needing a radiator, needed brakes in the rear. I ended up putting all that stuff in, but the turbo, it's going bad. It's starting to really burn the oil. It needs exhaust manifold gaskets, and I always said if I'm putting exhaust manifold gaskets on it, I'm taking it off and I'm putting a brand new turbo and all the good stuff that go with it. But to be 100% honest, I don't like 9 Series. I like the wagons, the 945s. I think those are beautiful, especially if you got one with an AW71 or turbo. Yeah, they're amazing. But I've always liked my boxy, shitty 240s. So you can just see the nose poking out right there. And what's going to end up happening is this turbo motor and manual is going to go in either mark eventually or the wagon. And then I'm going to sell the shell back to Bones. He's going to put a V8 of some sort and just make something for smoky burnouts. And then I'm going to take whatever motor's left over, because I got 3 really nice squirter blocks. Well, I don't know about that one. That one I'm pretty fucking sure. This one I know is a squirter because it's a 95. But one of them is going to go into the VW bus, which is something right behind the magical unicorn curtain. But got to get the ball rolling. I do know that this thing fires up. Now I just got to get some air in it and see if the tires will hold air. Double check the fluid in the transmission real quick, and hopefully we can get this thing out of its little hidey hole. We'll find out.